You know, we talk about a lot of tough subjects on this show, but few are as pervasive and as devastating as domestic violence. Only this week in one of my social media groups I listened to two bad news about women killed by the boyfriend or the husband. This morning I'm just informed of the death of one of my patients by her ex-husband that she decided to come back with 1 month ago. This isn't just about physical abuse, folks. It's about a pattern of behaviors intended to control, manipulate, and instill fear in a partner. Today, we're going to shine a light on the different types of domestic violence because knowledge is power. Recognizing the signs is the first step to breaking free and getting help. Domestic violence is a serious issue that affects millions of people worldwide. Today we're going to break down the different types of domestic violence to help you understand and recognize them. Now, physical abuse is often what people think of first. It's the shoving, the slapping, the punching, the kicking. But it goes beyond that. It's any kind of physical harm, folks. It could be pulling hair, scratching, biting, using a weapon, or even denying someone medical care. These actions are about control and intimidation. It's about making someone afraid and submissive. And let me tell you, that's not right. Let me tell you, emotional abuse can be just as damaging as physical abuse, sometimes even more so. It's insidious. It chips away at a person's self-worth over time. We're talking about constant criticism, name-calling, put-downs, humiliation. It's telling someone they're worthless, that they'll never amount to anything, that no one else would ever want them. This kind of abuse is designed to isolate the victim, to make them dependent on the abuser, and to erode their self-esteem to the point where they believe they deserve this treatment. Now, sexual abuse is any type of sexual contact that is forced, coerced, or unwanted. This can include rape, attempted rape, or any sexual act that a person does not consent to. Forcing someone to engage in sexual acts that make them uncomfortable, pressuring them for sex when they've said no, or even controlling their reproductive choices. These are all forms of sexual abuse. And let's be clear, being in a relationship does not mean someone has the right to demand sex or sexual acts. Consent is crucial, folks. Financial abuse is all about control, plain and simple. It's about trapping someone in a relationship by limiting their access to money and resources. This could look like controlling all the finances, withholding money, giving an allowance, preventing a partner from working, running up debt in their partner's name, or even sabotaging their job opportunities. The abuser uses money as a weapon to create dependency and limit their partner's options, making it that much harder to leave. Now, psychological abuse is about instilling fear and using threats to control a partner. This can involve threats of physical harm, often directed at the victim, their children, family members, friends, or even pets. It can also include isolating the victim from their support system, controlling their every move, stalking them, or destroying their belongings. This kind of abuse creates a climate of fear and makes it incredibly difficult for someone to feel safe, even in their own home. Look, domestic violence thrives in silence, but you don't have to suffer in silence. If you see yourself in any of these situations, please reach out for help. Remember, this is not your fault. No one deserves to be abused, and there are people who care and want to help. There are hotlines, shelters, support groups. You don't have to go through this alone. Take that first step, reach out, and start the journey towards a safer, healthier, and happier life. You deserve it. If you or someone you know is experiencing any form of domestic violence, please seek help immediately. There are resources available to support you. Remember, you are not alone.